Do you think the Lord remembers you? I'm Pastor Adam. This is Old Testament Thursday, and I'm so glad you decided to tune in, check out, and see what we've got going on. I ask you this question because a lot of times we think that maybe we are kind of small and maybe God doesn't know us too well, or maybe there's something missing. How could such a big God know us, remember us? Well, there are quite a few times in the Bible where God remembers people, and he remembers you. Check this out over in Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 2. This is what Jeremiah was supposed to say to the nation of Israel. I remember the devotion of your youth, how as a bride you'd loved me and followed me through the desert and through a land not sown. Israel was holy to the Lord, the firstfruits of his harvest. All who devoured her were held guilty, and disaster overtook them. God remembers Israel's devotion to God, but something had changed as you continue reading through the book of Jeremiah. Israel, and this happens time and time again, Israel had fallen away from God. And God remembers what it was like when you first worshiped Him, or when Israel first worshiped Him, and He remembers what it was like when you first worshiped Him. He remembers what it was like when you first started reading the Bible, when you first started praying to Him, when you first started doing all these different things for God. He remembers what it was and what you used to do in your devotion, and how He had protected you and shielded you. And yet, now, as maybe you gotten older, or maybe as time has gone on, you've maybe forgotten about God, and you've maybe walked away from God, or you said, but what does the Lord have to do with me, or what do I have to do with the Lord? I'm small and I'm insignificant and I don't know. I want you to know that the Lord remembers you. God remembers His people. Go back to the glory days, right? Go back to what it was like when you first started following God, and celebrate with Him and love Him and pray and read His Word. And then maybe you'll just get back to where you were. I'm Pastor Adam. This has been Old Testament Thursday, and I'll see you next time.